before I kind of get started, like as far as like, you guys have a lot going on, you have a lot of people that sell to you, and you got a lot of stuff that you're juggling in a lot of different categories. You know, when you look at Almo, I mean, what are we winning at? What are we losing at? Like, in all honesty. Or do you not even know who we are? And that's okay too. Like, you can raise your hand, like, I don't even know what Almo is.
I like that literally every time you call Jason, you come to ship you something. I don't care what kind, I just need them and then they're there.
Yes, he has a lot of stuff. We
Got
have,
some stuff.
so, good thing. So we have $20 million worth of appliances and product sitting in our warehouse in Mequon, Wisconsin, which is like outside of Milwaukee. We have $20 million ready to go in stock. You shouldn't have to wait for any appliances. You really shouldn't. So if people need, we're in this crazy world right now, okay? And you hear supply chain issues. We have $20 million of product. Jason's very good at gathering products that you can't see on Elmo Access. So don't ever think that you're going into Elmo Access and be like, they don't have any photo washes. We have them. They're just tied up with Countryside or something like that. They're tied up with other people who haven't shipped them yet. And at the end of the day, we'll move them to you if you need them right away. Any other Elmo feedback? Nothing. Does anybody not know who we are? Yes, there. So we're the largest, we are the largest appliance distributor in the country. We do a lot of CE as well, consumer electronics, but we don't really try to move that into this trade, right? That's our kind of pro division. We have an e-commerce division, and then we sell premium appliances as well, which again, for rent to own, not really ideal, although we have been trying to move the rent to own trade up. Right, instead of just getting a coil range, we're like, we should focus on air fryer ranges, and let's talk about that. This is a couple bucks more. So we're the largest independent distributor, or largest distributor for appliances in the country, and we are a completely independent organization, just like most people in our trade. Right, we sell to independents only. So we aren't selling into Lowe's, Home Depot, and all of that. We
what brands do you sell?
Yes, thank you, Dennis.
Easier to say what brands you don't sell.
Yeah, we don't sell Whirlpool, but we do sell Whirlpool. Yeah, we actually all the AC from Whirlpool through the walls, all that is all Elmo. Outside of that, I mean, we literally don't sell Whirlpool appliances. We don't go through any sort of distribution. GE, Samsung, LG, Frigidaire, Electrolux, Bambi, Medea, Milan, Bosch, what am I missing? Sharp, NXR, they would, it's crazy, right? So we have everything, and that's, and Dennis knows, right? I mean, so at the end of the day, like, who's your friend? And we work with you guys because we have everything. You're a one-stop shop. You're not like, I think I need to get a truckload of one brand. No. Get everything you need as you need it, and boom, there you go, right?
The other thing that streamlines is, as you know, you can combine all these brands on the same truck from us too. So you're not trying to build out an order of one brand, one manufacturer too. So it's a lot easier to keep stuff flowing to yourself all the time. There's a lot more options.
A lot of options, right? You had a good week, great. We'll get it to your store, right? Let Jason know what you need. We'll figure it out. We can move stuff around very quickly, and because you guys we're not shipping huge orders to one store, right? We're shipping small orders. We'll find something. We can always find something. Again, we have 20 million in the farm. We need to move that very quickly.
You guys like need $2,500 to ship out.
It's $2,500, yeah. Prepaid freight, it's free shipping, and you need it. Oh, you just got an order, you really don't need anything, but you have to get the special order in for a customer, it's $70. That's what it costs. It's $70. You can, you know, add that into the agreement, whatever, you really don't need. It's, trust me, we'll lose on that deal, but it's a service, right? We look at the whole picture, but it only costs $70, anything under that. So we made a mistake. We'll waive the $70 and get you the one piece and it's a replacement, right? If you get a piece that's got a ding and a dent, whatever, please always work it out with Jason to keep it, sell it as is. Somebody's always looking for a deal. A lot of times you guys can actually make more money at that deal with a ding or a dent or whatever. So
So you guys pretty lenient with that? Coming up to Michigan, it just seems like you get a half dozen refrigerators and 5 of them are.
It was the Galant, we got all those same, they had the exact same scratch and the exact same spot on the freezer on the bottom.
yes,
6 of them.
yes, we, as long as it's reasonable, right? At the end of the day, we want to do as much business as we can with everybody and build these relationships. And build reasonable, you know, as soon as somebody takes advantage of us, the support starts to fade.
The biggest friend that you can
No more
be
requests.
to yourself and to me is when you are receiving, to look at it, and if you see something on the boxes, mark it on the paperwork. So if you do that, it makes our life a lot easier too, because then it's not just us eating the damage.
Yeah.
We can go back on the trucking because 99% of the time they damaged it. But if you sign it free and clear and there was something on the box and you think it's fine, and then when you get inside, it's not, just put it on there, just say, oh, this had whatever marks on the box, just always write that on there. It just makes everyone's life easier. So
Yeah.
if you do that side of it.
It's just really important that we become really a partner to you guys and build on that. We've done a great job so far. I think things are starting to move into a different direction. I've worked with Dennis now for 4 years, 3 years, 4 years, since I kind of jumped into that world and the rent to own trade. Our numbers with rent to own have quadrupled since we kind of started working together. You know, sometimes the rent to own dealers got lost. Or maybe they just were fully supported by local or what have you. As things have progressed over the last several years, ALMO has become much more prevalent to the rent-to-own trade. And we'd like to keep that momentum. We have certain rent-to-own dealers that have just literally just said, we're just going to work with you. You know, we have everything. We're flexible if you're flexible. Always take care of us on the service side, which basically we do all times, right? Sure. What's the service with Alliance? Well, it doesn't matter, right? We have it, and it's actually been pretty good, but it's just like anything right now in a pandemic, it's not working. We'll work, right? We can turn the lights on.
It's pretty streamlined. David can speak. We got a couple issues on some of the top load laundry. We got 3 units just scrapped.
Was that the
Agitator.
agitator? I'm in the background. I get to hear these things once in a while. I'm like, well, that, you know,
But that's an example of it could have really been jerked around a long time, and it was pretty straight. I mean, it's taken care of and put through. And
yeah, they had a batch where they forgot like some washers on that, and they were like, yeah, we know. I was like, why did you say track them down? Like,
he's the only one. He's had 3 of them. So
well, they can't go to the batch. It's done. It's gone. So anyway, so you guys know, you know, big driver for us is Frigidaire is huge for us. It's absolutely massive. We do a massive amount of Frigidaire business, and we actually at ALMO have Frigidaire kind of fund money, right? So we can incentivize and create a customized program for you guys with Frigidaire, throw money at it, hit those price points to be competitive with Sioux and Whirlpool, and service you in that. But I'm not going to go into that just yet, right? So LG, you guys have done a great job. Samsung doesn't exist right now, although when we get an opportunity buy, you might as well take a look, right? Because we just had an opportunity buy on some washers only, not great for rent to own, but still, it's one of those things that pops up and say, well, this makes sense, you know, let's jump on it. So we'll see how things progress with Samsung. And then We have these things called, brands like Medea. Who knows, ever heard of Medea? Yeah,
Well,
You have?
a little bit. I mean, I did research after we got, I guess not beforehand.
Never mind.
Take it back, take it back.
because it's all on you right now.
Well, after we got him in, I was like, what is this? So then I started looking
Yeah.
up and like over, and I think it's like Iran area, like that's, I think a lot of what they have over there overseas. Versus over here.
Largest global brand in the world,
Yeah.
period. Yes, they're all over every continent,
Yeah,
and they're literally the biggest brand.
They're just in their infancy here, right?
and yeah, like when I was looking it up, everything like over, like, it seemed like that was the brand.
It's like the General Motors of like the appliances of the world. It's literally the Kleenex of tissues in the world. It's crazy. They're that big. It's kind of scary.
And they make a lot of the other manufacturers' items, and you don't realize that they're making for them too. They make the majority of the air conditioners out there for most of the other
Oh, they
manufacturers.
don't, they do Frigidaire?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Basically,
they manufacture for. I'm going to tell you right now, they manufacture for every single for every brand that you see, and all the stuff that's like at you guys have Menards out here. Menards, a lot of all their private brands, all many. Medea's big one.
Yeah, they're just now rolling under their own name, basically, in the States.
In the States, yeah.
And it's really a go-to area for this channel, because it's an avenue with some new innovative product that's highly featured at a lower price point, a quality product. So there's a lot of advantages.
And that's the thing, it's right now, I mean, it's honestly not the cheapest product in the global world, right? It's kind of that midline to sub-premium. But for what we are bringing in right now and really focused on, most of it is a great price point, phenomenal product. So for instance, this piece here, this is a 30-inch wide, just so you guys know, like top mounts or top freezers are typically about that size. It's the size of the top freezer. It's 19 cubic feet. We know top freezers are usually 18. And it has a drawer bottom. So like a French drawer, single door. This costs about $50 to $100 more than what you guys are paying for top mounts today. What are you gonna get on a rental on this? Guess what, you can charge more. You don't have to be competitive with an Aaron's or whatever. Like you can actually, because they don't have this, you can actually just charge more for that. So that makes sense to kind of look at that. This is a white textured, honestly, the fit and finish is amazing. You can put an ice maker in, but it's extra. So it's just like a top mount. So it's kind of taking rent to own. It's like we sell a top mount, we got a coil range, we got maybe not a gas range for you guys so much. And then a side by side, okay, we're done. No. Let's bring it up a little bit. The price point's, not that much higher. And what are these, $600, right? They're about $600. That's the cost, right? You do that number, you do your math, that's a pretty good week. That's a solid weekly. You can actually charge a couple bucks.
Is it available now?
We have them in stainless as well. Yeah, we actually have them in Ohio, which can get up to the. So do we have enough to supply every store with like 3 of them right now? Work it out with Jason, he'll figure it out, he's really good at his craft. But the point is this thing has been insanely strong, right? Just kind of like that nuance piece over there, very strong. The other thing I wanted to point out, come on now. This piece here, who went to where were we? We were in Tampa.
Tampa.
That was crazy. That was tough, all those shows. So in Tampa, we had this, and it was funny because it's still the same price. It was $991 for a side-by-side. Every single person, I swear, bought this. We had Frigidaire side-by-sides, which we love, $8.99, $7.40, whatever they were. No, we're good. We want this. Because they saw the fit and finish is absolutely gorgeous inside, right? The whole blue interior lighting, like the sleek design, there's no badge. That's the kind of stuff that we're looking at, bringing that rent to own trade up. Literally, we sold them to every single person. So Medea is absolutely on fire on that. And then Jason, we have none of these. Upload.
Yeah, they're right there.
So, right, they're right there. Boom, they're right there. Can you believe it?
I have a question. So when you look at the set, you got them on the floor, everyone should have got. What were like the 3 top things that stood out when you saw this on the floor? Especially for the price point. I mean, what stood out to you that was different or special? Big capacity, yeah.
But not big in
Footprint.
Footprint.
Just large, yeah.
Glass doors.
Nice.
No.
They've got the glass top. It's also a soft close, which is what he's probably about to
And it
show.
goes up all the way, that newer local one doesn't open 90 degrees, so you already have it kind of goes down, but that one goes all the way up.
You have the modern control, smooth
Yeah.
touch, right? What's the other thing inside?
Because I have an agitator.
What's the tub?
Stainless steel.
Yeah, that's a heck of a, I mean, we're talking about an agitator machine with a stainless steel tub at that price point. Those are some demonstrative things that just a consumer looking at it is gonna be like, wow, really? So,
4.5.
Yeah.
With an agitator. So a couple of things to point out on this. When somebody's like, well, I want it to fill up all the way with water. Okay, so if I want to throw some dirty underwear in there, that's fine. Just one pair of dirty underwear. It is sensor. I can put Water Plus. That Water Plus button is going to fill just with like a dirty pair of socks. I don't care what it is, any garment, right? It's going to fill all the way to the top of the agitator on the wash, and then again on the rinse. So if you want to waste water, which I don't, listen, more water, it doesn't help. But they want that. Listen, it's not, they can do it all day.
That's a big deal.
I live in Michigan. We have a lot of water. It's pretty, unless you live in the city, it's, well, like me and sticks, everything's a well. So we have a lot of water. It's easy. So I think for me on this whole thing is super premium look, fit, finish. And, you know, when you look at the price of maybe some of the other stuff that you have that, you know, doesn't have that soft close, doesn't have that lid, doesn't have all that, I don't find it to be as, you know, competitive. Like this almost now is that entry level price, but it's higher feature. It's kind of like if you get a brand new car today, it comes with Apple CarPlay and Android, whatever it is, because it's a safety feature. So they don't have a cheaper version of this. This is,
Yeah, if you start trying to
It's
compare
nice
that
stuff.
to any of the other manufacturers, entry level agitator machines or their agitator machines in general, it's night and day. Just looking at them right off the bat, right? But that's what we're talking about. I mean, and it has the dispenser. I mean, it's got everything you're gonna want on it. It still has that agi, which is still really big, pretty much in all of your markets. Everyone still likes agitators in this part of the country.
so what would be the step from this? I'd probably recommend LG, honestly. I think having an LG agitator, because now LG has, you guys know that LG does agitators now? So when somebody comes in for a top load washer, do they want an agitator or do they not care, or do they don't want an agitator?
It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. Either you love one or you love the other.
Mhm.
They want to feel confident saying they don't.
So what top load washer works without an agitator?
Which one actually works?
Honestly, the answer on that is LG. It's tough. I mean, honestly, when you have, unless you have a specific movement without an agitator, just an impeller, in top load, it's really hard to get that movement up close. It is. And everybody can say they're doing this and that, from what I've seen. Again, I'm not one brand, I'm literally everything, so just by experience, LG does have that movement, that motion in top load. Front load, that makes more sense to wash clothes all day because it's physics, right? You guys don't do front load, right? That's just something. Then it's not, we have a lot of rent-owned dealers that still do, a lot of front load.
There's still a lot. It has wound down quite a bit
Yeah.
from the early days.
Yep. So anyway, so I think on Medea, anything else, Jason, that you would bring up on Medea?
No, I think we covered.
So,
And we've done the front load. I mean, we did the buys a few times on the big boys back when, probably the first and second go around at the shows when they were running all the 8,000s and stuff. So they've done that. I mean, those were too good to be true at those price points. Yeah, and those were, you had to qualify because they're huge. They're extra wide. You can just get them doorways and things. So those had their own set of parameters.
So that's set.
We used to buy home. They're good. Price that we bought it was unbelievable. Basically, like buy one get one free.
have you guys seen? You guys
You guys want
have
to stand
these?
up and come up here and look at it? And then
Yeah. You don't have it. I have a kind of a smaller version of something like this from Galan's at our little cabin up north. We have a lot of cabins up north.
Where do you say up north, where is that? Like
Right at the
Sheboygan?
bridge. Sheboygan.
City?
Yeah,
Which is.
I'm getting ready to move to Boyne City. Yeah, my wife's from Charlotte. Yeah, we're leaving Ann Arbor here soon. I just put my last one in college. We're like empty nesters now. It's weird, but it's happening. What's been the feedback on this piece, other than the dents? Yeah, and the price point again is slightly higher than the top mount, right? A lot of times people think that they, on a rental, like they just have to get a top mount. So I can step it up. French doors a little bit tough right now. Pricing is not so good on traditional French doors. But this little one works. And we have some other stuff coming. You guys, I think you're looking at the 80s. Yeah. So we'll see how those things come. I think all in all, fit and finish is amazing. And then having that little cute, you guys see the little cute ice maker in there. It's pretty adorable. It's all, it's all the fit, all the features of the big boys in a little small package. Price points phenomenal. So we're going to keep rolling with the Galan stuff. We have these white ones available at a crazy good price. Now it doesn't come with an ice maker, but it's a crazy good price. So we'll highlight that here in a sec. How much time have we got?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So as you guys see, right? You guys come on, be like the man on here, right? Much prettier than me, right? All right, so the new side-by-sides from Frigidaire, they're coming in all honesty, it's gonna be tough. Really hard, right? Production is tough. Why? Chips. It's gonna be bad. So we're really having a hard time getting these things. That's why we're pivoting into whatever we can. Trust me, I'm Mr. Frigidaire. If I can get it to you, I will. It's just gonna be a tough cut right now. And it has nothing to do with where you're getting it. It's just getting it from Juarez, Mexico. Here is a challenge, okay? This is a new 32-inch wide, right? Traditional is 36, a 32-inch wide, 17 cubic foot French door from Frigidaire. This is definitely something to look at to get a bigger, size French door with Frigidaire tag on it at $1,200. It's a solid deal. Work with Jason on that, give it a try. They're starting to roll in now. 1821s, that 1821 with the handle, that's gonna be dead in the next 2-3 months, it's dead. So everything will roll into the new pocket handle, 1835. So it's been, I don't know, 8 years. 1821s are finally, the factory will be closing here soon. Okay. 4.1 capacity, basically the same thing with the Frigidaire name on it. If Frigidaire is a better name for you, right? Because Medea is like foreign, I get it. We have those available and they're pretty easy. You saw that, we've been riding those. I think at one point you probably got them for a better deal, but now they're,
Are they gonna go back to that better deal at 780?
what do you think? Have you heard the news?
I can only try. I like 780.
If you don't ask the question, you never know.
As soon as those shipping can't.
Have you heard the news?
Back to 6,000?
Here's the hot show. We're proud of them. I mean, no,
It's all freight, right? That's all everything is, it's freight.
it's literally freight. So manufacturers are literally like cringing when the product lands because they contract with the pricing out and they're losing money on it. It's a crazy thing that we're navigating through. So most of the time I have to navigate that stuff. I don't get to do all that much. But these convertible uprights are definitely something as we're moving into hunting season. I mean, this is something that we really like certain stores to really kind of go into and give us a try. If you try it and it doesn't work in 3 months, hit Jason up and we'll mark it down. But give us a try on these. So these are convertible, right? Refrigerator or freezer. They can go in the garage. Yes, they can go to 0 degrees. Amazing, right?
We've had them all.
You've had them. They're great. This is what we do, right? So
We currently have hundreds of each size in white and stainless in the barn now, so that's the big thing. Now is the time to look and plan, and the reason being, it might be 4 to 6 months before we get another load after those go away, so you're gonna wanna have that time gap, because again, you gotta wait for the order to come over. So we gotta plan now for the next 4 to 6 months, is the point.
we really,
Because they're gonna be gone. They're going, if we had 400 and something, we got half as many, and they're starting to go quick. We're just getting, it's gonna be, we're getting in hunting season now. People start looking and thinking more.
it's gonna
They
be,
think once they shop.
What's that?
They look for the freezer once they already shop.
it's
No, I
every
know, that's
time.
my point. That's
Every
why
time
you
they're
gotta-
like, we got 2.
Well, here's the other thing.
Processor, I got 1 week. Yeah, I know.
Chest freezers are the worst right
Yeah.
now because no one's shipping air over on boat content, because who's gonna ship air? It's all empty space. You can't fit that many on a container.
So we talked about that bottom freezer, that same box as the top mount, your 637 and 707 cost. It's money. This is great. So you go into that world there. There's that fancy side by side in 991 did so well for us. Help me out, by the way, 5 and 7 chests, I'm sure that you have some. Here's the thing. We were blowing them out. Everybody was like, we have so many. But to replace them now, because they all come from China, they all do. But to get them now from China to here, it cost us like twice as much as we just sold them for. I'm not kidding. We have some available now, the Galans at 142 and 168, just to turn them out. They come with casters great for moving. Your delivery people will be like, this is great. Just roll it around. This would probably be the last big deal we have on 5s and 7s. And if I remember, even at the hot show, there was a deal on 7s, 5s that was much higher than this. And these Galance pieces are really solid. Like I said, 142, 168. Try this stuff. This sort of retro stuff, this is merchandising. So throw out just like this is what we sell, this is what we sell. Think of it as merchandising your stores with something fun, especially as we move into holiday. These Galants come in a like four total colors. They're great, right? They're not for everybody, but it's more merchandising your store, making it look inviting. We saw those over there. I love that Galan's inverter microwave. That thing is solid. We move on to LG. I don't think you guys did this. Yeah. So we sold, I know because you don't do front load. We sold so many of these at the Rent to Own show. I mean, we sold so many. It was like back when air fry, I brought it in 2 years ago, everybody's like, buzzword is air fry. People were buying this like crazy. So it's all one unitized unit. You don't have to worry about when it's dead, it's dead. But I highly recommend it. It's a keeper.
They're selling like crazy naturally.
I just
No one can keep them in stock. No one can get enough of them. Literally, you know, mom and pop in the middle of it is calling me and need 6 of them because they're oversold. I mean, that's the, because everything, they're really sexy, they're really nice, they're really good capacity, they look modern. When you think of stacked laundry, it's usually really old, crappy looking stuff, right? And think about the old, everyone always thinks about the one, we have the dryer on the top with the slanted back guard. I mean, this is what we're talking about now instead of that.
Are they super heavy?
300 pounds. No,
No.
your washer typically is about
And
200.
you have color option and white, obviously, too.
Yeah,
So,
but that middle control is money. I mean, how many times you get the unitized piece and the controls are up top and, oh, I have to get my step stool, and it's ridiculous, right? This thing is amazing. Is it worth trying at all your stores and mess up that whole like not so front load thing? Probably not, right? Let's ease maybe a couple of stores and do a test market, right? It's okay, I'm telling you, this is definitely solid. LG's new top mount, the reason why I brought it on, because it's a 24 cubic foot top mount, 33 wide, and it has been an absolute tank for us. The new one, only $888 with a water dispenser inside. Pretty cool. The air fry, LG blue interior range. For $649, self-clean with air fry, pretty solid. You can do the same thing with Frigidaire. With 3 racks, Temperature Pro, air fry, it's gallery, smudge proof. I actually like it better. So you've got that. LG top load, $1149, right? So is that a great deal? Actually, it is. $1,149 is actually a really great deal for an LG top load today. That's with an agitator. You can do it without an agitator as well.
What size is that? Washer? What size is the washer?
4.3.
4.3.
Send it right there.
You are so talented with your
and you got really
vision.
eyes.
I have good eye sticks. I actually wore my glasses.
Yeah, I have.
And I think the non-AG is either or same price, but I think it was.
It might be, yeah, I don't know, it's not on here. Everybody likes an agitator, but you guys like it without, that's great.
Actually, I have that LG set at home.
That's it.